All right, guys, welcome back. Today I have another amazing success interview, amazing success story with a guy who has a really cool name, as I do, Nick Rao. He was in a position that was super crazy, and he went into another position that was, again, super crazy. Huge success story. We're going to dive into that in this video today. And yeah, I want to please introduce yourself real quick. Like, who are you, where are you, and what do you do video-wise?
My name is Nick Rao. I am a videographer and photographer based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and I currently work in healthcare and the music industry here in the greater area of Tennessee.
Nice. Cool. So actually, let's not tease people too much, but actually get into the meat. A couple weeks ago, I think, months ago, like, what was it? A couple weeks, months, when you had the call with Jay?
It was almost 2 months ago,
2 months
actually.
ago.
Yeah.
So 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
meaning after 2 months after you joined the program, you reached out to us and pretty much had the mentality that you felt like, hey, it's just not going well. I think I need to quit this. I don't think that I can be a full-time videographer, probably even take on a job. And then things turned around. But what was that situation like? Like, what happened and why did you have these thoughts?
Well, I initially didn't go through the content like I was supposed to. I didn't trust the processes. I didn't reach out to my mentors like I was supposed to. And I kept it all inside. And once I was able to actually use the resources that VBA provided, I saw that there was a lot of potential within myself to actually, um, you know, reach my greatest potential. And once I saw that little spark, it just fully blossomed into this fire, and it
And
just went from there. Yeah.
And in that situation, like, how much money were you making back then with videos on a monthly basis?
Um, on a good month, I was making, maybe 4 to 5 thousand, but usually right around 2,500, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, so 25, 33, 4, 5, something that range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the call with Jay, who is our client success manager. And
Mm-hmm.
I think he was that, he ignited the fire pretty much, right? Back then. And in a surreal short amount of time, like 2 months, you went to close $70,000 this month. Is that correct?
Yeah, I closed two really big projects that accumulated to 70 grand, which in my mind is unbelievable. I still can't believe it. Is this real?
What changed? What changed? Why do you think you were able to go from like 2.5, 3K, 4K, 5K per month to over 70,000, which is 70, not 17, 70. How, like, what changed?
Just believing in yourself and understanding and trusting the process. It's that simple. If you know and understand what VBA has to offer, you can do it. It's just being patient and understanding the value that they bring, and most importantly, believing in yourself. You really, really have to put in the work. The resources are laid out for you, the mentorship is there for you, the community is there for you. Utilize that, but you have to put in the work. And once that all is laid out, it just falls in your lap, and then the magic happens. It's as easy as that.
I would say this is magic for sure. I mean, that's 5K. Let's say even if you were making 5K a month, that would be 60,000 a year. And now you made in a month, like more in 1 month than you would have in a year before, which is absolutely crazy. And I bet that people will ask, hey, so Nick, what were the kind of clients that you got? What are the projects like? So these big deals, are they like, how are they structured exactly?
So most of my deals are structured in brand and product videos.
Mm-hmm.
I mainly do um, product videos that are structured as a series of campaigns. So I'll have like one main video and then structure them maybe into little short videos. So I'll sell them into reels,
Hmm.
or make sure to get enough content on the shoot to upsell those things later. But make sure to understand their brand. Make sure to know their brand as much as they do and connect with them on their level. And they want to know that you are at their level, and that you are on their team. You're wearing their jersey. That's what they want to know. And so once you do that, again, that's where the magic happens. That's how you get the deals.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, and also like now that you have these deals, how do you see your future? Like, let's talk about the company. What visions do you have for it?
Well, that's a great question, Nick. I haven't been at this place yet because I was at that place a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
I did never envision me being at this place. So now the question is, what do I do? It's a question of what do I want to do with my freedom now. That I'm still thinking on that, but as a creative, that's a great question to have, and I'm very excited to keep working on that. But this is going to be one of the best you know years of my life, and I'm really excited for my future.
Nice. So how does that change your life? You said you have freedom now, but how does it change your life in general? Because I mean, a lot of people, and that's definitely one thing I hear a lot is like, well, Nick, is it all just about money? Right. And I hear that a lot because I advertise with students having success and sharing their success stories. And it's always about, hey, he went from 5K to 70K. This guy went from 3K to 15K. Now, what impact does that actually have? Like, what does that allow you to do?
Well, for me, it gives me the comfortability of, being secure. Um, it gives me the, ability to decline those projects I would have had to have taken in the past that I didn't want to. It gives me the ability to do my own personal creative projects that I can have time for those. Gives me the ability to hire more people, gives me the ability to do quality projects. It all around makes me a better creative, which is my meaning in life for me. And so when can do these projects and have that benefit, you're going to be a much happier person. It isn't all about the money. The money makes it better, obviously, but you're just building a better life with VBA. And I think that people will see that once they enter the program.
So would you say like that the money that you're making right now, you can use like a tool to become a better creative for yourself?
The money you can use right now is absolutely a tool that you can use to become a better person. It's not everything, but it is part of building a successful life. Um,
100%.
it
100%
is
agree.
what? Yeah,
100%
hundred
agree.
percent. Yeah,
No, it's like I said, it's the tool to do whatever you want, right? It's what allows you to do whatever you want.
absolutely. When you have an imagination as a creative, you want to have that freedom. I feel like freedom is imagination. Imagination is freedom, and so and money is freedom. So that's all we want to do as creatives is just explore. And so you need money to explore, I feel like.
Absolutely.
um, yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Definitely. So, I mean, let's think about a person, let's say somebody, a filmmaker, videographer, creative, however they want to call themselves, um, is watching this right now and they're thinking, well, this sounds surreal. Like somebody going from 3K, 4K a month to 70K within 2 months. That is insane. And it doesn't really sound logical. It doesn't really sound like this is possible. Um, like what advice would you give such a person?
I would say change your thinking, because I would look into the success stories. I would look into, um, you know, change the way that, ask yourself why you're thinking that, because these people are doing these things every single day. And if you put the work in, you can do it yourself. Um, it's not easy. It's not easy. I think I have to say that. Um,
100%.
it's not just like, hey, you sign up for this course and you make a bunch of money. It's just um, it's something you're really going to have to work hard at. And also, it's something that is going to provide a lot of value in your life in a lot of different ways other than just financially. You're going to learn a lot of hard lessons. You're going to meet a lot of great people. You're going to learn a lot more about your craft. Um, so be prepared for a lot of lessons you're not expecting. So um, this is just one of the greatest opportunities I've ever had in my life. And I challenge anybody who's wanting to grow their business to really think about this opportunity and um, make the investment.
Nice. Well said. Um, which actually brings me to an interesting point. When you were in the first call with, I don't know, did you have the call with Tiago or Anthony? Who did you have it with?
Tiago.
Tiago. And when
Hmm.
you were in that call and he told you about all these things, he told you about, hey, you can make more money with the video business, hey, you can structure better, position yourself as an expert, and so on. Like, what was your initial thought? Did you just say, okay, let's do it? Or did you hesitate?
Tiago really sold me, honestly. I was kind of already thinking about it. No, actually not. No. You know what? Yeah, that's funny. I I was hesitant. I canceled the meeting in the beginning.
Oh, there we go.
And I canceled the meeting because I told him I had something going on and I didn't. But then I hit him up like at 6 in the morning. At 6 in the morning, I was like, hey, I texted him and I was like, hey, do you still have time for a meeting? And he texted me right back and he's like, yeah, I can hop on now, like 2 hours earlier or something. I can't remember. And so he immediately like took that opportunity to hop on a Zoom call right there. And I was like, okay, this guy means business. These guys are for real. Like, and I knew just by talking to him, like, it wasn't just like he was trying to sell me something. And for me, like that meant something, like having that authenticity. Cause I know when people are trying to sell me something and I want to make sure my investment means something to me. And so I just obviously you don't want to be tricked. It's your money. It's a
Yeah,
lot of money. And so yeah, I was hesitant at first, but once I talked to him, I knew the decision was made, and I knew I had to invest.
nice. Super cool. And this decision, even though it was a big decision for you back then, just literally turned your life upside down.
I was nervous, so
You should
but
be. That gives you the
I was
kick.
nervous, but you learn a lot about yourself. If you really believe in yourself, then you know you can do it, and you have a community of people to support you. That's so cool. That's so cool.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Literally have a bunch of accountability partners. So it's been one of the coolest experiences, and yeah,
Nice.
not just for the money.
So glad to hear. So glad to hear. Appreciate you a lot. And thanks for taking the time to do this interview. Looking forward to see some more successes of you, bigger success stories even. Maybe one day we're gonna shoot one of these interviews and we're like, yo, just hit my first $250,000 month, which I totally believe is possible because I've been there too. So thank you for taking the time. Appreciate you and to a successful future, man.
Cheers, Nick. Thank you.